So Mackenzie knows more about baseball than you do, but I hear that you became pretty obsessed out there. I hear that there's a little tete-a-tete with Mike Boothe. Tell us about that.
I don't know how many people in here understand who Mike Boothe is, but this is a guy that, like Tom said, was born in Norway and ended up playing the majors. He played for the Red Sox, and he went on to play for the
Orioles.
Well, he finished up with the Royals, but he also
Orioles.
The Orioles. Yeah, he played for the Orioles and then finished up with the Royals.
All-star. He was an all-star.
He's an all-star. Doesn't he have a World Series ring?
Yes,
Yeah, he showed me his ring. I got to wear it.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, he just is a great guy. I was talking to him the other day on the phone, and I got all these baseball cards that my wife gave me, and I was finding Boothe from all those different teams, those 3 different teams, and I called Mike, and he said, "Yeah, those are not even worth the paper they're printed on." And I said, "Yeah, they are. Come on." But this guy, he had a lot to do with actually getting the movie made initially. So he wasn't like he showed up, but you were right when you said we kept talking. Like he kept wanting to leave and go home to Kansas City to be with his family. No, we need you to throw more pitches. You have to throw more pitches. Well, there's a scene in the movie where that you just saw where Kent, and I know this is historically accurate, by the way, Kent, where Kent is challenges the kids to throw him 3 pitches, and there'll be and if he hits a home run, then they gotta listen to him. Well, I read that in the script, and the first time I read it, kind of my head hung down a little low because I thought I've never actually hit a ball out of over 380. I mean, I played baseball for 12 years, and I was kind of I hit singles and doubles. I couldn't get out of the park. So, but I did not want to depict that scene in the movie without at least hitting. I always knew that I could. I just never did. You never get enough time in the cage. You never did the right pitch at the right moment. So I thought, we got out there, and Boothe agreed. I said, well, why don't you throw me some pitches? And he threw me, a half dozen pitches, maybe a dozen, 2 dozen pitches, and 50 pitches, and then 150 pitches, and 300 pitches.
It was 34.
34 on the day you were filming.
34 takes. Oh,
it was 34 when you were filming it. Yeah, but I shredded the guy's arm for about 1,000 pitches before that, and it was actually the first time that I stepped on the Norway field for the first time. And you were there, weren't you there? Somebody was there. Somebody was there. Somebody was filming it. It was on TV. I saw it. Jim Rohn was there. Right there, you go.
I know I'm very handsome, but I'm a radio reporter.
I know. Well, you could do it all, baby. So
you're not bad. You're not bad.
He threw it, and I hit it over. Jim, what's the yardage out there in left field, left center field?
Feet.
The footage. Sorry, you've been golfing lately. 330. Yeah. 360. Can I hear 380? I hit 400. So anyway, I hit it out there, and he autographed that ball. But I was merciless, both with him. I insisted that he keep throwing me pitches so I could do that, and then while we were filming, I wanted to get it on film, and that's...
Superman doesn't fly. That's the great thing about movies. You can make it look...
Superman didn't play Rudy. But anyway, it was a true... the only time I've ever hit a home run in my life out of the park was on the Norway field. So people say, what is your... when you think back, what will you take with you? I think, well, I have my own field of dreams right there in Iowa, right next to the cornfield. In Jim's house.
One last question. Oh, Howard, you want to say something? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say that, there's not a lot of money for independent films anymore, and the people in Iowa raise this money almost totally themselves, and to have all of the local townsfolk involved and everything was great and wonderful. And the thing about Mike that he did, just from a pure money standpoint, was stand there and, like when the kids were in the film were hitting, it was generally Mike throwing the pitch off camera so that it could be perfect and we wouldn't have to do 80 takes instead of 4 or 5. And it saved us countless time and money that we didn't have. I don't know about you, but I think we got a hell of a lot of movie out of a 30-day shoot. And
29.
29. And 29. Everyone's to be congratulated, particularly our director. And but Mike contributed a lot. We
One last question, and any one of you can answer this. I know that Coach Manskoy was on the set. What was it like to have him on the set?
It was awesome.
It was good, actually.
He's standing right there.
It was a little scary to me at first, I think, as it was for him. The first day I walked on the ball field, because I'm sure he's thinking, well, who's this silly Hollywood guy that's going to play me, but actually, at least in my opinion, we hit it off pretty well right away. I mean, I'm from a small town in Texas and raised on a farm, and one thing about Jim, if you talk to him very long, you'll find out that he's not long on blather, as it were. It's like pretty straight to the point.
Why'd you look at her?
And so, I don't know, I felt really good one night. It's not in the film. I was shooting a scene where I was driving this little tractor, leveling the infield. And afterwards, Jim said, "Hey, you look like you've done that before." And I said, "Well, I grew up driving a tractor." And he said, "Well, go do something." And I thought, okay, I passed the test. But it was great for me to have him and Ken around for, you know, a lot of little things. And he was extremely helpful and encouraging. And then I had a lot of fun. You know, the thing about family that baseball, Jim mentioned earlier, it's really true to have our family members in it and everything. You don't want to get wishy about it all, but it just was that really happy feeling. And what's up here on the screen is a lot of love. And I'm really happy personally that you guys responded so positively to it, and I hope the world will continue to do so.